My hot take for 2025, Mike Trout is back.
Randy Arozarena, he'll come back to being an all-star caliber player.
Cole Reagans is going to win the Cy Young.
Julio Rodriguez comes back, has a monster year out there in Seattle, and wins the AL MVP.
We're going to see a rematch in the World Series. Dodgers, Yankees, run it back.
Oh, there's some hot takes involved in there. Welcome back inside. We'll take a stab at some hot takes here. One real reach, one hot take for 2025.
Yeah, for me, Andrew Painter, who I think is the best pitching prospect in the game, ends up getting called up to the Phillies, works in the middle part of their pen, but ends up being their closer.
Wow.
And the missing piece on that team as they make a deep postseason run.
That qualifies as a hot take, sir. Well done.
It's getting hot in here, Dan O'Dowd. Wow.
Who do you got, Tom?
I don't know if I can top that, but I'll try. I'm going to give you a trade. Luis Robert going from the White Sox to the Reds. People forget that this guy's talent level is otherworldly, right? So all he has to do, and it's been hard for him, stay healthy for a little while. And Cincinnati needs help in that outfield, and you put that bat in that lineup, in that ballpark, look out. Here come the Reds.
Lou Bob to the Queen City. Yeah, that one does make a lot of sense.
Who do you got?
I'll give you one, too. This might be more of a Captain Obvious. I think the Dodgers are going to win the NL West, duh. But I think they're going to do so without a single pitcher reaching as many as 130 innings of work.
Wow.
There's going to be so much load management. There's going to be so many rest days. There's going to be so many piggyback starts and so many ins and outs of the rotation. Not one of them will get to 130. That's my hot take. Speaking of hot takes, our friends at WFAN Radio in New York were here at MLB Network in Studio 42, and they took some swings of their own.
My hottest take for 2025, Juan Soto is going to win the National League MVP, and the Mets are going to win the NL East. Book it. Soto's a beast. Nothing phases him. He's the exact piece the Mets needed. He is going to win the MVP and lead the way in the NL East.
All right, my hottest take this year is that, I hate to say it, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but one of these New York teams with a lot of talent and a ton of payroll is not going to make the playoffs. I don't want to really give any hints, Queens, but I'm kind of thinking that one team, unfortunately, does not make it.
All right, from sleepers to World Series favorites, where the Dodgers, according to BetMGM, are the talk of the town, certainly in the betting community at plus 240. They are the overwhelming favorite and the shortest shots on the board. So for our next exercise, because the Dodgers are such heavy favorites for understandable reasons, let's pretend like they all get locked in their hotel rooms for 162 days and they can't play.
That means we can't pick the Dodgers.
Can't pick the Dodgers. As a World Series matchup and winner, I'll start this. And I'm going to say from the American League, it's going to be the Boston Red Sox. From the National League, it's going to be the Arizona Diamondbacks. And I've got the Boston Red Sox hoisting the Commissioner's Trophy on the bus, on the duck boat, with a very different looking cast of characters as to what's been there the last couple of years. They've got one of the best managers in the sport who I think doesn't get enough credit. And I've got the Red Sox as World Series champs.
You know, we agree on the American League representative. I've got the Red Sox, too, going to the World Series, even though I did not pick them to win the division. But I'm going to say in the National League, I think it's going to be the year for the Phillies to get over the top. I think that there's a sense of urgency in Philadelphia. I think they've got the best starting rotation in the game. I think they play the Red Sox in the World Series, and I think the trophy goes to the Philadelphia Phillies.
Bohm's not wearing a seatbelt there, though, clearly. I'm not sure about that. Tom?
Just to be clear, this is just in case somebody knocks off the 105-win LA Dodgers.
Right, correct,
okay.
correct.
All right, I'm going to go with the Rangers and the Mets in the World Series. Yeah, I'm having Jacob deGrom come back and pitch in Citi Field, but I have the Mets winning the World Series. It's been a long time, guys. 1986 was a long, long time ago for the Mets to have that parade in Canyon of Heroes. So, yeah, Rangers, Mets World Series for me without the Dodgers.
I can't help but notice who's in the middle window for you, Tom, because he's not property of the Mets yet. What are you saying?
You caught that, didn't you?
I did. What are you saying?
They need him to win the World Series. Maybe not to get there, but to win the World Series, yes.
What happens in New York if in back-to-back years the Yankees lose a World Series and the Mets win one? Is that going to flip the town?
Well, you already had Juan Soto leave and go across town. That was the beginning of flipping the switch. Yeah. How would that go over in the Bronx?
I don't know. How would they even decorate the Canyon of Heroes? That's very strange stuff.